was like, I came out of the bathroom one night after a long night of drinking. Came out of the bathroom a couple hours later, and he's naked on the floor holding a trash can.
Okay. You got to have this story from the get. We're in Roanoke, Virginia. This guy comes up to buy us a shot after the show. The guy looks just like Dave Matthews, shockingly. So I order some more shots. And Betty goes, "What are you doing buying the shots?" I'm like, "This guy looks like Dave Matthews. If we get drunk, our story becomes we got hammered with Dave Matthews."
Becames?
Yeah, he's from Alabama.
Sorry, go ahead.
So Dave Matthews takes us bar hopping from place to place.
We end up getting trashed. I get ridiculously drunk.
We get the cab to go back. Now, we can't remember what hotel we're in.
Apparently, Matt went back to that venue later on last year without me, and Dave Matthews guy came back out to see the show, and apparently a girl I was in the bathroom with and I puked on was there too, and she came back for more because she wanted to see me again. I have no recollection of being in the bathroom with a girl puking on her.
So we're in the cab that night going back. We don't remember what hotel we're in, so we're just describing the inside of the room.
Yeah, in the cab. There's sheet colors, there's a picture of a cliff, and then
because they had us share in one of those rooms with the two beds. So finally, the cab driver has the brilliant idea:
check the card,
check your key card, see what's still there.
Brilliant.
On the card, he took us to the hotel.
As soon as we step into the hotel,
Patrick does one of these.
I shove him out of the way. I run into the bathroom, and
shuts the doors and locks it.
And it was one of those hotels where the sink is outside the bathroom, and so I continued. I'm sitting on the toilet, or I got the shower going.
It's going for a while, and I've got to pee bad. And I was like, "Patrick, man, dude, hurry up!" You're like, "I got the NPCs." Like, what are the NPCs? He goes, "I'm naked, puking, and crying." And I'm like, "Why are you naked?" He goes, "It makes it easier." He falls asleep. I fell
asleep in the shower, just puking Jaeger down myself, and then about a couple hours later, I come out and walk into the bedroom.
I'm sitting between the two beds, holding a trash can, naked, puking in it, and he's going like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You're right. It makes it easier."
The next morning, the housekeeper comes in. We're both blacked out. He's still laying on the floor. The housekeeper comes in and just sees the decadence and sees Matt naked on the whole thing, and he just looked over and goes, "It makes it easier."
Well, see, that's got to make what y'all do a lot more fun, man. Just having somebody like a companion on the road with you, because
it's turned into that. Because I mean, there's only so many hours you can spend on the road by yourself before you're just kind of like losing it. Even though if you can't stand the other guy, just when you go out to go get something to eat, there's someone there to go out to eat with you. When anything, you got someone watching your back if something gets a little crazy.
Yeah, we've had our moments where our times naturally after some of these long tours, we just can't stand the other one. I mean, just. Any relationships can go through that. We're side by side in a car. For a couple years there, we were side by side in a hotel room and everything like that. And we just started wearing on each other. But even then, it's nice to know that the other guy's there. Like, it just makes you feel safe. Like someone that help you drive, someone that, even if you get pissed, you're not going to let anything bad happen to him. So.
Yeah.
For long. I mean, I'm saying he passes out and a German Shepherd starts to mount him. I'm not going to let the German Shepherd finish.
But you're going to get a camera out, because if I'm going to get fucked by a German Shepherd, first off, I'll deny it until I see video footage of it, and second off, we need more videos on YouTube. So, whatever.
So does it make solo touring a lot harder for you? Like just
no. Well, Patrick hasn't.
I don't really do that anymore. I tried that one time and it sucked. I drive a big pickup truck, so like. I break even if I go on a tour by myself.
Yeah, we have to always take my car, which isn't fair because my car's sick now. But I've done like one or two tours this year solo. They're a nice break. I have fun on them. But yeah, I do kind of get there in a single solitary tear.
Does he like call you?
Last time I worked solo, I didn't know how to close it by myself anymore. I closed my show right. But we don't pitch merch till we're both on stage, like CD. So I realized that I've closed the show, and I have stuff for sale. What do I do?
Well, that's one of the other things. Is like when I started doing this, I worked out a 30 to 35 minute set.
It was 15 minutes stretch, 25.
There's a lot of impressions, and I did the arms bit. And
never did the arms bit. I do remember we used to have that. used to do impersonations.
I did a couple, which were just like funny stories I tell my friends, but I needed to stretch because all I'd done is MC spots for like 10 to 15 minutes at a time. So when I got the ability to go on and do 30 minutes, it was a big stretch thing. Well, when we first started touring, and I had finally gotten up where I got a pretty decent set, about 30 to 35 minutes, I could do. But now, because we do so much time at the end, I've now shot my set down to being 25 minutes. Like, it's tight 25. That now
it's 15-minute stretch.
So now, if I have to do a full 30, I'm like, I gotta go find old jokes. Because I'm like, I'm so used now to doing my tight 25, and now to hit 30, I'm like, okay, I gotta reorganize these jokes because this segues to this and this and this. Now I gotta put another joke in there and stretch. And it's,
well. Hey guys, you know.
Yeah, just start going, hey, here's a joke about 2 girls, 1 cup. That doesn't make sense anymore. It's like at the end of my show, if I have to hit 30, I start going very random. So at this point, I was like, I'm so used to just doing the show with the same centers, I don't do 30-minute shows.
So y'all don't ever alternate it and like you close, you open, or?
You think he can follow me?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's been a couple times where Matt, for fun, will make me close the show just to watch me struggle. The thing is, I just want to get off stage quickly so I can continue drinking.
Yes.
So making me have to wait through his set and then go on stage, and I'll probably be drunk by that point.
There's one bar in North Dakota that he's closed the past couple times just because it's one of those, I just want to get done with my part. They just want to see
a guy. They want us to hang out, really.
That's what they want. They want us to hang out, want to see a guy drink. And I'd much rather just sit in the room and drink, where it's like, I'll just swat with Patrick, and Patrick get up there and just keep doing toast after toast. And
they're so drunken stories, and they're down with that. Yeah. But like in clubs, they don't tolerate that kind of bullshit. But some of these bars, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I have done closing bit because just to entertain Matt. He just thinks it's funny to watch me try to do it.
Is it harder for you? I mean, you're saying 30 is hard, so is it?
Oh, no. Like, when I'm doing it, where basically I just walk the dog and do whatever. I can just, anything that comes to my mind, anything that I've always kind of worked on, or anything that, it's a half-assed joke, but I was like, I just kind of filter the half-assed jokes in with the worked-out bits, and then it works fine.
I think he hit 45.
Oh, I hit 45, but
it was 15-minute stretch.
It was 15-minute stretch.
Well, I had
a Christopher Walken joke.
There's a story about meeting Chris Walken, yeah. And then he did this Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. He started that one night. I mean, the first time I watched him, I'm like, dude, please, God, don't do it, Arnold.
Oh, yeah. That midget.
You know, the happiest impersonation
the happiest impersonation you can ever do is an Arnold Schwarzenegger person, because everyone's got one.
And Patrick was just trying to get a rise out of me and the other comics in the room by starting. He goes like, I also got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you can almost hear all the comics go,
really bad Snagglepuss impression.
And then he goes, my Arnold is horrible. And then I'm like, okay, you got me.
I want to hear your Arnold now. Do it.
Ooh, heavens, the Megatron. Because that's the other problem, is that when there's other comics in the room, you start playing to the comics. You're not playing to the audience. You're trying to make your friends laugh.
Yeah.
So when I was doing mics, I had to try to learn that just because all my friends heard this joke last week doesn't mean that they don't need to hear it again, because I need to do it for the audience. So it gets to where you try not to write jokes for the guy in the back. But there have been a couple times where Matt and I will try to do a reference to that only
just something that just for the other one in the room. And if you ever notice, like after show we're talking to comics don't tell each other jokes that would be funny to an audience. Comics use jokes you can't use on stage to each other. Puns,
puns,
tasteless humor, that. And we'll have something happen pun related that we'll laugh at forever. It's like his Stone Mountain line. I'm
talking about going to Stone Mountain and we take it for granted.
The audience, nothing. Back in the room, granted,
I usually tell the back of the room jokes on stage, and I pay for it. So
you get pats on the back from your friends, but the audience is just like, I didn't get it. I don't get the lobotomy joke.
See, I lucked out last weekend in Clayton because the only people there was the back of the room. So
who's the headliner?
I was the closer that night. So.
That explains when there wasn't only comments there.
Oh!
I'm just saying.